The two ordinary hosts of this podcast are not professionals on parapsychology, extraterrestrials, cryptozoology, nor would they describe themselves as religious or prone to superstition. They'd also like to make it known that this show is not intended for children or those with sensitive sensibilities. Please listen at your own discretion. And remember, the truth is often anecdotal.
Hello, listeners. I am Mr. R.
And I'm Mr. X.
Paranormal dudes.
Reading paranormal stories.
Mr. R, sorry, that's me. Mr. X, have you ever been followed before?
Yeah. Just the other night, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. I actually sent you a picture of this, but so as some people might know, I work at a grocery store overnights. That's my quote unquote day job. But I was working the other night doing an aisle, and I just turned around at some point, and there was just a little floating Santa Claus balloon. It was mostly deflated, so it was literally floating at just below my eye level, and it was creepy. I was not expecting to see that when I turned around.
It was a balloon.
Yeah, a balloon.
Yeah.
Of a little Santa Claus. And so, I turn around, I see that, and wasn't expecting it, and I just kind of push it out of the way and walk out the aisle. I walk past it out the aisle, and I can see it kind of start floating in the same direction, because that's the direction I pushed it in, right? And I go do whatever else I was going to do. I look at some point, like a few minutes later, and I see it slowly drifting out of that aisle and whatnot. And I don't think anything of it after that. I go on, I keep doing more work. And at some point, I'm walking to maybe throw out some trash or something. But I look in one of the aisles, and someone had grabbed the balloon and tied it to their cart. And I was like, oh, okay. Must have freaked somebody else out. And again, I don't think about it for a while. A few hours later, I'm in a completely different aisle. And I'm like, just doing my thing. I'm like down stacking a pallet or something. And I turn around, and again, it's right, the Santa Claus is right behind me, but this time it was practically touching me. And and that time I was just kind of like, fuck this. And so I grabbed him, I walked him out of the aisle, and I kind of just let him loose. And the last I saw of him, he was stuck in a in like a freezer bunker or something. I don't know, somebody must have gotten rid of him. But yeah, I was followed.
It sounds like a menace.
By a little Santa balloon that whole night. That same night too, there's like a little Starbucks in the store where I work, and I for Christmas was gifted like a little personal coffee press, and so sometimes I'll go into that Starbucks to get a little cup and use some hot water from their little I don't even know what you call it, a dispenser that makes their drip coffee.
Yeah,
and I grabbed a cup, I set it on the counter. And this night specifically, I was just making instant coffee because I was pretty busy. So I opened a packet of instant coffee, poured it into the cup that I had set on the counter, took that cup, went over to the little spigot, got hot water out of it, and then I turn around, and there's another cup sitting on the counter.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I had to think for a minute if I set that down there and just picked up a different cup by mistake. I was just in the zone and so tired that I didn't realize that I grabbed a second cup, or if it was something else. But
yeah, it could have been.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a fairly new building. It's not like the old one that I was in that was pretty old and people swore was haunted. But yeah, that's the first time ever in the little while that I've worked there that I was just kind of like, that's a little spooky, but yeah, just was followed around by something the other night.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, and the cup didn't kill you, or the Santa balloon. I almost said puppet.
Maybe it was a puppet.
Maybe
Puppet
it was
is something darker.
Yeah, it's like a reverse marionette. You control it with one string from the bottom. Cut that part. We'll patent that.
What about you? You ever been followed?
Oh, have I ever been followed?
Yeah, besides all those people on TikTok.
That's so funny. I just deleted my TikTok account today.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, 147 followers, and I deleted my TikTok account. Let's see. Have I ever been followed? I mean, one time I was working for a like a political survey company. We weren't allowed to call them surveys. It was like us going door to door and collecting data. But we could only walk to like registered voters' houses, and we would walk neighborhoods. Anyway, well, I got dropped off in this like relatively rich neighborhood somewhere in Stephenville, Texas. And as I'm walking around, I realized that there's a dog behind me. Like, I don't know how long the dog's been back there. And I stop and I was like, oh, you know, what's up? And it's like, it's small. It's a mutt. Like, there's no specific breed I could place to it. And I sit down on the ground, and it lays down. It like curls up in my lap.
Oh.
And it like, I just like looking at it, I was like, oh, this thing's falling asleep. And then it just started to like lightly drizzle. And so it's me in a polo wearing like khaki shorts or something. And I've got this dog in my lap, and it's starting to rain. And I was like, what do I do? And then I looked at its name tag, and it was Zen. Its name was Zen. And in my head, I was like, oh, this is a sign from like the universe to tell me that I need to calm down about some shit. And then I looked at its name tag, and I referred to it as its name, and it looked up at me, and it stood up, and then it walked away. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? And yeah, that's the first story that comes to mind.
That does remind. I have been followed by several cats, and I don't know. Maybe believers might think that's a sign of something. But I have a video of this little cat that was following me around in Colorado Springs one day, and he was just a nice cat. And then he eventually like ran off under somebody's like. It wasn't even a deck. It was like a ramp that they'd built for like a handicap accessibility or whatever. And I just was like, I guess it lives there. But yeah, these stories we have today are the theme is being followed.
Right.
I thought maybe the theme would be a little more tied together between each story. But when you look up the word followed on Reddit, a lot of different things. Yeah, a lot of different things pop up. As we'll see by my first story, which is not something I expected to see, but from the Paranormal Encounters subreddit posted 2 months ago, this one is titled UFO Followed by 3 Military Helicopters.
All right, we're already like not where I thought we'd be.
Yeah, exactly. This one's really short, as I decided to start with this one. And it was written by obviously a very conservative person that you can tell through a comment that I didn't decide to include, but I'll mention it later. Okay. It goes, I was at our ranch in Shadow Hills, California with my wife and a girlfriend of hers. Everything was pretty normal. We were just getting the horses ready to go on a trail ride. I stepped away for a second to smoke a cigarette. Then out of the east side of the hills, there is a white sphere cruising by, followed by 3 Black Hawk helicopters. All of a sudden, the sphere stops and one of the Black Hawks disappears. And 2 seconds later, the second Black Hawk also vanished, as well as the metallic sphere. The third Black Hawk does a 180 and turns back around and leaves. It's the same thing, bud. I turned to my right, and the other girl that was with us also witnessed the same thing. They just disappeared right out of the sky in front of us. This happened back in 2023. Wonder if anyone else witnessed it. They also keep using the word witness instead of witnessed.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
So, I wonder if anyone else witnessed it.
Yeah. I mean, they might be Hispanic. Who knows? Just because they own a ranch doesn't mean they're necessarily. So the top comment on this post was somebody making a joke that they were like, "Well, your wife has a girlfriend too. That's pretty progressive of you." And the commenter, they must not have a sense of humor because they were just literally like, "No, it's a friend of my wife's that's also a woman." And I was like, "Okay, dude." But yeah, no, this a white sphere could be anything.
A white sphere.
It also, the way they describe the helicopters disappearing, it leaves you to wonder, like, was it violent? Did it just suddenly vanish as if it was attacked? Or was it blipped like in...
I guess it got dusted and from the Marvel films.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see what they have to say here through the comments. Someone commented here, "Wow, that's incredible. I feel the military is controlled by malevolent non-humans and are against these more advanced beings. I'm guessing those 2 choppers got taken out and the other one ran away. In my honest opinion," shrug emoji. Wow. Malevolent non-humans. Okay.
Right. I got really bad news for you, bud. It's just
they can
malevolent
be malevolent
humans.
and human.
Yeah.
There's very few stories of like actual like reasonable people leading our military, but yeah, you can decide that they're non-human if that makes you feel better. Except, maybe give yourself a little humanity in accepting the fact that some people are just shitty,
Yeah, people can be so bad.
Let's see. Someone does respond to that. Not the OP, but just another commenter. This says, "I think you're right on the track, but I think it goes so much deeper than we can or would even want to ever comprehend. But they're definitely also working on black budget projects with malevolent beings in underground military bases all over, trading humans for horrific purposes in exchange for highly advanced technology." Angry face emoji.
Yeah, it's pretty upset. That way we know.
Okay, let's see. Someone else here says, "There will come a time when the government will blame the rapture on alien abduction. Studies confirm that when people call out to Jesus, the abduction stops.
Huh?
The aliens, the quote-unquote aliens, are demons after all." Yeah.
Oh, boy.
What studies are you talking about? Who's studying this? Huh?
Yeah, studies confirmed. Not going to cite them, but studies have confirmed.
Hey, I guarantee you a good chunk of alien abduction stories are by people who probably consider themselves Christians, right? It's like a few billion people on the planet. I'm sure most of them call out to God or Jesus.
I wonder
those stories still exist.
If we could somehow twist the narrative and suggest that maybe Jesus was an alien.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so confession, listeners. I really, when we first started this podcast, I wanted to start a faux religion that was exactly that Jesus was an alien that came to this planet.
What? Why?
It was mostly because I was listening to a different podcast of someone who stayed somewhere in the desert in either Nevada or New Mexico.
Yeah.
But they stayed in an Airbnb, and all over this Airbnb, whoever owned it had like written up a bunch of like, I don't even know what else to call it, but like propaganda, like little pamphlets about how Jesus and angels are all aliens, and that aliens are more pure than humans because they never committed the original sin, unlike humans. Right, so they're closer to God. And I was like, well, what if Jesus was an alien? I'm sure somebody out there would be willing to believe that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there's a huge sect of these weirdos that we read from every week would be willing to believe that.
Well, as we've seen a lot lately, yeah, these people people believe a lot of weird things, man. I don't know where any of it comes from. Like literally this person is saying studies. What studies are you talking about? Are you just talking about like YouTube videos?
Right. Like, because if these are peer-reviewed, like, papers that you're talking about, then we need to see them.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Third comment here. I literally only included this because it's very close to home for us. It goes, yeah, around last December / this January. This was posted last year, so they're referring to last year, not this past couple months. I was driving and saw 3 Black Hawk helicopters flying low in Loveland, Colorado. I watched them for about 3 seconds, and they vanished when I decided I would try to grab my phone and take a photo. The days and weeks before and after were interesting. We're gonna have to start adding that to the drinking game, because literally people were just kind of like, and then after this weird thing happened, other weird stuff happened. No elaboration.
This is the days and weeks before and after were interesting.
Huh. So this person was probably just, well, it is Colorado, so they're probably like high or something.
I was doing peyote in the low deserts of Colorado.
Yeah, I would believe it. I've never seen Black Hawk helicopters in Colorado. And we lived near the Air Force Academy.
A military base, yeah.
Yeah, and a military base, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, there's a lot of military installations around here, but I've never seen Black Hawk before. The only time I've ever seen a helicopter here in Colorado was when I was driving up to see you, and I was driving through Thornton, and I finally saw one of the, because there's signs all over the highways here that say the speed limit's enforced by helicopter, and I finally saw one of those helicopters flying like pretty low. It was kind of concerning because I was going pretty fast. Yeah. Okay, last comment on this little thread here. This starts with "That's insane," which is funny because I think this comment is insane.
Oh boy.
That's insane. Too bad that was like right before everyone and their mom started recording everything and their mom. Today, you probably would have been able to find multiple recordings from different angles. Hey, you person who commented this, are you dumb? Did you just stop reading this story? Because it said this was in 2023 when everybody is recording everything. And
currently,
this person clearly sounds older. They own a fucking ranch, right? So they're probably like at least 50s. Maybe their first inclination isn't to pull out a fucking phone. You know?
yeah. If I don't know, if I see a white orb, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be clocking that the entire time. I'm not worried about whipping out a camera.
Yeah, man, just live in the moment. You know,
that's the problem with this generation.
Yeah, they're always recording live concerts and stuff. My God, I'm so sick of this. Is why I don't use Snapchat anymore. It's because anytime someone goes to a concert, it's freaking like 45 minutes of just random snippets from random songs throughout a whole concert.
And it's not like you could hear the songs.
Yeah, and
no.
So for some reason, you know, the phones. The audio, the like little mic, the quality on it, not good. But for some reason, when people are recording like a concert, the actual music itself sounds like, you know, you can't fucking understand it, but you can hear the person recording's terrible singing the entire time.
Clear as day.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's gonna do it for this first story. So let's go into some ads for a minute, because we're selling out here.
Woo! So my first story is called "Something Followed Me Across the Country." This was posted 4 days ago in r/paranormal. To give a brief backstory, I had a rough childhood, severe depression, psychological abuse, etc., etc. Nothing really worth mentioning outside of the fact that I lived in one house in Virginia for about 10 years, and those 10 years were some of the worst in my life.
Oh, just normal Virginia, not even West Virginia?
Yeah, just regular Virginia.
Okay.
So far, we're off to a great start. Back in that house, I was constantly seeing people in the windows. Actual people, by the way. We found several IDs in the bushes beneath. Huh? We found several IDs in the bushes beneath it on different occasions and got the police involved.
Okay.
Why are people whipping out their wallets, sneaking through bushes?
Why are they sneaking as voyeurs? And they're like, well, I hope I don't get caught. Well, if I do, I'll leave my ID right here.
This is where I keep my ID. You guys moved in after I found this spot to put my ID.
Yeah, I don't trust banks. I just trust this bush.
You know, IDs where you keep, or banks where you keep IDs?
Yeah.
I saw the typical rotting old, hold on. Okay. So they got the police involved for the people in the bushes.
Yeah.
Saw the typical rotting old lady standing in the hall staring at me. Typical. Had sleep paralysis with something horrific choking me. I really wish there were still like throughout this story, I wish there were not honorifics, but qualifiers like the typical rotting old lady, the standard sleep paralysis, the usual people peeking around corners, and of course my mom's voice calling me to the basement whenever I was alone in the house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've experienced something like that.
Yeah, we've told that story before. Yeah.
All stuff I brushed off as stress-induced hallucinations, of course. I'm not exactly the most superstitious person. Sorry, did you do this or did they write this?
No, it's all how they were written.
Okay, this reads super.
It's close enough, but
yeah, it's
not
close.
Quite there.
It does. It would read superstitious.
Yeah.
That said, in October, I moved to Florida. And in the new house, I was experiencing cold spots, bad scratches all over my body out of nowhere. People, ? Looking through the window on the second story. And a constant, what?
It's just, it's so freaky.
Yeah, absolutely. And a constant feeling of dread. That's when I started to get spooked. Then I moved to Washington. Wow. And had been hearing my boyfriend's voice telling me to look behind me when I just saw him go into the bathroom in front of me. Never turned around because of course, because why the fuck would I? I saw a bloated dead body in the tub staring at me the other day. Always saw things behind me in the mirror, of course. And last night I heard my boyfriend behind me again, but outside when I knew my boyfriend was inside. Today, he and I were discussing various shit like this we've experienced, and he ended up lighting incense and trying to politely ask whatever the fuck it is to leave. He's more superstitious than I am. And we both heard something whisper right in front of me, and both our cats started freaking the fuck out, hissing at the air where we heard it and running around the room in fear. So to anyone more well-versed in any of this, what the fuck was that? ? Why did this happen? ? I'm trying so hard to write it off as anything else, but I'm coming up blank.
Okay.
To ask what was that at the end of this whole...
That has like 6-7 different things. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. I did it. 6-7. I just watched that episode of South Park. So.
I haven't seen it.
Okay. That clearly sounds like a mental illness. This person might have schizophrenia. There was one comment I didn't include it in here, but there was a couple of comments. They were essentially like, "Hey, have you seen a mental health professional or just a normal doctor? Because to come straight to Reddit instead of going to see a professional is in itself pretty crazy." But yeah, no, this sounds like a sickness. It doesn't sound like you're being haunted. It literally sounds like you're seeing things and hearing things and should probably be on some kind of medication. Sorry to burst a little bubble, but this all sounds like trauma-induced hallucinations. Trauma from living in Virginia, Florida, and Washington. I'm sure Washington is nice, but Washington has a lot of like white supremacist militias and serial killers. A lot of fucked up stuff happens in Washington. So,
but a lot of Bigfoot sightings.
Oh yeah, there's also Bigfoot. That fucking
Probably
Bastard.
another white supremacist.
Yeah. That's why they're all up there. They want to try to get Bigfoot on their side.
Yeah, so the whole time I was reading that, I forgot what the premise was, but it said something followed me across the country. Yeah, so you did.
Mental illness, yeah.
Yeah, your own mind followed you. So,
yeah.
The comments here. These are the ones that you've chosen here.
Yeah.
Hear me out, but what if it didn't follow you? What if you and your parent?
I think they meant partner.
Partner is probably what they meant.
Yeah.
Just happen to be more sensitive to these things, and they seem to seek you out. Just a theory, though. Hey, I'm gonna need some secondhand accounts from your partner.
Yeah. Well, okay.
And the cats.
So I clicked on their subreddit. I clicked on their account to see if there was anything to give me like a visual on this person. Because sometimes you could just tell when someone's really going through it. All they had were like a couple pictures of their cats, like a little black cat and a little black and white cat. I'm sure those cats have seen some shit. I'd like to hear what they have to say.
Yeah. Man, if that cat could talk. Let's see, comment number 2. When we carry trauma and don't unpack it, it manifests in other ways. Is it a haunting? Yes. You are actually haunting yourself and the people closest to you with your own trauma. It will follow you until you actively face it and deal with it. I expect this will be downvoted, as it's not popular opinion, but I do have a bit of experience with this sort of thing. Confront your demons and they'll go away.
Mostly sensible advice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
they're not saying that like, yeah, they use the term, it is a haunting, but they're not saying that it's like ghost or a literal demon or anything. So more than sensible. This comment that follows is a response from the OP. I think I just forgot to. Oh,
okay. So the OP does respond to this and says, the weird thing is that for the most part, I already have. I'm in a much, much better place now and have grown significantly as a person. And then they post an arm flexing emoji.
Yeah, like a strong arm emoji.
Yeah, good job.
Like Rosie the Riveter, right? That's
yeah, Rosie.
That's a reference from World War II.
Yeah. Comment number 3 says, why would several people drop their IDs outside your window? Hey, comment number 3. That's a great fucking question.
You're asking the real questions.
Uh-huh. Are you sure none of your own family members... Hold on. Are you sure one of your family members wasn't gaslighting you with several strangers' IDs?
Okay, so I think what this person is inferring is that, well, at least this is what the OP thinks, is that their family members just said they found IDs outside, but they didn't actually show them, I guess.
Oh, but like this was a way to kind of like soften the blow of seeing someone outside the window.
It's not ghost or something. It's like, it must be some weirdo outside.
I found an ID. I found 4 IDs. So the OP responds to this and says, I found some of the IDs myself. We just had bad luck with pervs peeking through our backyard windows for some reason. Crying emoji. I'm a bit of a perv magnet, so I'm not surprised by it.
Okay, but that is still, I mean, yeah, having pervs in your backyard is, oh my gosh, I just lost the word I was about to use.
Well, it's a shame.
It's disconcerting for sure, but so would just finding random IDs. My first inclination would be someone in my family is a serial killer and is murdering people and taking their IDs.
And then shoving their body into in front of my window.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna remember that serial killer's name. The one who buried the bodies at least the heads in his backyard, and he had them facing his mom's bedroom window. True story.
What?
Yeah. Watch. You should really watch Mindhunter on Netflix. It's a David Fincher show. It's really good, but it was canceled a little while ago, so we're not going to get any more of it. But there's a great arc with that serial killer and one of the lead characters, who's played by Jonathan Groff, uh, who played oh my gosh, the dude in Frozen. I'm not gonna be able to think of the fucking name. He also played King George in the Hamilton musical, the original cast.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. I would be more worried that someone in my family is a literal murderer, or that maybe you're a murderer because you keep seeing all this weird shit. So maybe you're
yeah, we don't know
like
what you're capable of.
You're having like a Fight Club moment where a different personality takes over at night and does insane stuff, and you're only catching the remnants of it. I'm not gonna. No.
Oh my God! Have you seen the trailer for that show that's coming out? I think it's Patrick Dempsey or something, or some other handsome white guy. It's called the Memory of a Killer or something. What the fuck is it called?
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, so Memory of a Killer is a Fox crime drama series starring Patrick Dempsey, an elite New York hitman navigating a dangerous double life while developing early onset Alzheimer's.
Ooh.
So because of his Alzheimer's, he has like a day job.
Yeah.
And his day job self keeps finding like remnants of his killer side. But like, it's not a very tasteful way to play with Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
It's not good is what I'll say. Like the trailer doesn't come off as a bit amazing.
That premise kind of makes me think of a documentary, and I'm not going to be able to remember the name. I always want to say Memories of a Murder, but I'm pretty sure that's a Bong Joon-ho movie that he made like in the early 2000s about a serial killer.
2003 actually. I think I'm looking at it.
But no, it's a documentary. God, I wish I could remember what it was called. But the premise of the documentary is they took this hitman from like Indonesia and they made him reenact all the murders that he did. And he literally has like but in the opposite. So he plays the victim and someone else plays him in these reenactments. And he literally has like a mental breakdown and in the end, like asks for forgiveness and stuff because he's traumatized by the stuff that he did himself.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. But okay, let's take another ad break and then we'll move on to the next story.
All right.
Before we get too in the weeds. Okay, for my second story here, it's from the Paranormal subreddit posted 5 years ago. It's titled, Shadow Person Followed Me from Warsaw. Hopefully this one's tasteful. I didn't read the whole thing, but...
Okay, well, fingers crossed.
Hey all, I believe some sort of shadow being has followed me home across Europe. I went to Warsaw for work in November 2019, where I met a girl and we kicked some stuff off. Okay, that's a weird way to say that.
Not a phrase?
Well, they're Europeans, so I'm pretty sure they live in Amsterdam. Oh yeah, they live in Amsterdam, near Amsterdam. So, kicked some stuff off. After ending up in my rented apartment and going to sleep, I woke up around 2:30 a.m. to find her packing her stuff, which was on a chair in the bedroom. She walked to the door and I started asking her, "Where are you going?" Thinking it wouldn't. Sorry, I gotta say that the way hello. Where are you going?
Hello?
Thinking it wouldn't be a nice move to just try to walk out in the middle of the night. I couldn't see much detail since it was dark in the room, just the black silhouette of a girl. She then walked to the door, but stopped, turned toward me it seemed, and proceeded to just stare. I started calling her name, thinking she's sleepwalking, until I hear her in my right ear. Looking over, she was still next to me in bed, slowly waking up. I looked back at the girl I saw and she was still there. Jesus, that's fucking freaky.
Yeah, no thanks.
I freaked, lunged to the lamp on the bedside table, turned it on, and she was gone. I had been told about sleep paralysis, but the thing was, I could sit up, move, and think clearly. Well, obviously, you got up and turned on the lamp. Although this does sound like something out of a freaking Conjuring movie, but...
Mm-hmm.
Now, flash forward to the start of 2020. I was back home in Almere, a city close to Amsterdam. Ever since I moved into my new place, I hear footsteps around the house. Once, while on a video call with my colleague in my office on the first floor, right across from the staircase, I could hear someone or something bolting up the stairs, straight through my headphones. After half a year, it didn't bother me anymore until 2 weeks ago when my current GF was here. Not the girl from Warsaw.
Thanks for clarifying.
This guy gets around. I had the same experience I had in Warsaw. This time, however, I thought more clearly and grabbed my phone. I turned on the flash and aimed it at the figure. When pointing at it, it was gone. I then moved the flash away and could see it again. This really boggled my mind. Okay, that sounds a lot like the movie Lights Out. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I didn't see it.
It wasn't super successful, but it was the debut film of the guy who eventually went on to direct oh my god, who's that? The superhero where all the kids turn into superheroes.
The superhero where all the kids turn into superheroes.
Yeah.
With Tim Allen?
No, with the guy who's like super MAGA.
What the fuck? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Zachary Levi.
Oh, Shazam!
Shazam, there we go. Yeah, he eventually went on to direct Shazam, the 2 Shazam movies, which is wild because he literally went from being a YouTuber that just showed people how to make like videos on the cheap to directing his first movie to then directing the Shazam movies. But yeah, he pioneered that effect of like the lights out. Like you turn off the light and you see a silhouette. When you turn it back on, it's not there.
Okay.
I wish I could think of his name, but yeah, no, that's exactly what this sounds like in this guy's story. Let's see. The figure then seemed to bow down, I believe, but proceeded to go downwards until it just disappeared into the floor. Every now and then I find chairs moved, wake up to the sound of my office chair rolling, and still hear the footsteps. I'll be investigating the occurrences from tonight, and we'll keep you guys and girls up to date with my findings.
Thanks.
Okay, I will say the OP did respond to a lot of these comments, but they were kind of boring responses. The first comment here, he has a pretty long one where he has like a theory, but the rest of his responses were literally just kind of like, cool. I'll keep that in mind. So I didn't include a lot of them. But then again, I only have 3 comments on here. So let's see. First comment. Maybe the weird spirit girl was attached to your GF in Warsaw. As the shadow was leaving, you stopped it. Perhaps that's why she attached to you now. Try telling it to leave you now. If you want. What a wild thing to fucking say.
Yeah.
If you want this shadow figure that's been following you around and moving shit in your house and creeping you out, if you want them to leave, just ask. If not, you can keep them around. That's cool too.
If you want.
Let's see, OP responds with, interesting. Pretty close to my own theory so far. My theory is that what or who the spirit may be could have been seeking someone to contact. Since I've always experienced paranormal activity, take a drink, around me, while not having experienced any in the last few years, I'm still open to it, so to speak.
So to speak.
Maybe she was surprised I could see her and sort of latched on in a desperate move to communicate. I ordered some stuff to try and investigate. So far, just a camera with live link to record nights. Okay, this guy's he's referencing movies left and right. This is Paranormal Activity. Looking for spirit boxes, though, as well. I want to try and help it, if possible, or at least document it before trying to send it off. Okay, all right. That's one way to go about it. So next comment here says, interesting. It's literally written like this. What if Ghost was from World War II, like some Nazi spy chick? Yeah, what if?
What? Would if the ghost was from World War II? But like, there's no follow up to this. You're demanding a hypothetical that you don't even entertain.
No, the OP did respond to that, but it was something like, yeah, maybe. So,
could be. Why not?
And then let's see this. I almost didn't do this story because it was like a little long, and I wasn't sure how entertaining it would be. It ended up being spookier than I thought, but this last comment here is the whole reason why it's still in our little script. Perfect. Here. Try sealing her inside any magenta gemstone. That's how you say that, right? Magenta?
Yeah, magenta.
I guess I can't picture that in my head. Shadow spirits are spirits of corruption, and it's best to keep them sealed away until you have full control over their power. Be careful, as you might get corrupted. Sorry. OP does respond with that with one of these mundane little responses that says, gotta go mining, I suppose. Okay, let's see. You included a picture of the color magenta.
I see.
What does a magenta stone look like? Here, let me look that up real quick.
Oh, I guess I should have written magenta stone into Google Images. I just looked up the color.
Okay.
I mean, it's just like pinkish.
Yeah, pinkish stones. All right. I'm not sure what this commenter is referring to because as you see as these comments go on, it's definitely not whatever popped up on Google here. Okay, so the original commenter does respond here with you can also get them from the dollar store.
Huh?
They usually come in bags of other colors and shapes.
Oh, I don't think those are okay. All right. Fuck it.
Hey,
why not?
I guess the Dollar Tree up the street has some demon catching stones I can grab.
Sitting on a gold mine.
Some other random person responded with, is magenta stone or gemstone like a magnet that just pulls the spirit into it? Sounds interesting. The original commenter responds to that person with, actually, you have the spirit possess the stone, and the spirit can't get out until you have full control over the spirit and its powers. I did this before with a sylph, right? Is that what that says? A sylph?
A sylph. SYLPH, yeah.
What is that? I guess I gotta Google something else.
Damn it, sylph. Sylph is a mythological creature of the air.
It's a minor spirits, elementals, or fairy of the air. Okay. So they did that with a sylph before. And then yet another person responds with, how do you seal one? Never heard of this, but sounds interesting. To which that original commenter says, you just make it possess the gemstone and it can't get out. Easy. Yeah, fucking, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
you fucking idiot. Hey, just read it once. Read it one time and you'll know exactly what to do.
Read this half of a sentence and you're good.
Damn.
God, some people are freaking insane, man.
You just make it possess the gemstone and it can't get out. Why wouldn't it be able to get out? Why, like, what? What's stopping it? If it could get in, why can't it get out?
Oh, I was going to try to click on this person's account to see. They've been suspended, so I can't.
What if every problem that everyone ever faced on Reddit, they were trying to answer it with magenta gemstones because that's what they sell? They work at a dollar store and they're just, oh God, we're overflowing with these stones.
Gotta get rid of them somehow.
God, I can't sell them. The warehouse burnt down, so they can't take them back. Maybe if I wrote fish tank gravel on them, maybe people would buy it then.
That's what they look like to me.
That's exactly what they look like.
The ones that I'm imagining, because if you look at magenta gemstone, some of them look like fancy gemstones that you get on jewelry.
You find in a ring, yeah.
And then some look like the little tiny fucking rocks that you put at the bottom of a fish tank.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I just went under our media channel and saw this little Santa balloon again. Fuck. All right, let's go to another ad break, and then we'll end on your last story.
Okay.
Okay, moving on to your last story, Mr. R.
Let's go. Okay, my last story is something is following me and my friend. This was posted in r/cryptids as of 8 years ago.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Hello. I love a Reddit post that begins with a greeting.
Yeah.
Hello. I am 21-year-old female living in the state of Florida, and as of lately, strange things have been happening to me and my friend.
Wait, hold on. Before you continue, there was a comment that I did not include in here, but it is literally someone being like, can I ask how old you are? They fucking say it in the first sentence.
Well, not the first one. The first one's hello.
Sorry, the first paragraph.
Yes.
Because when I was making the script, I thought about not including like the little, because there a few of them I didn't include the very last lines in them because they were kind of like, what do you guys think? Or can't wait to read your responses. And I thought about not including the like hello or whatever, but I know you like the
I
little
love
formal greetings. But yeah, this person just skipped that whole paragraph. They're like, I don't need to know. I don't need an introduction.
I'm sure the first thing they say is not important.
Yeah, but let me ask how old they are because I didn't fucking read it.
Okay, so living in Florida, strange things happening. Here we go. It started a few weeks ago. I woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of whistling. It sounded like it was right outside my window. Parentheses, I live on a one-room apartment with only one window. I can end parenthesis.
What does that mean? I'm guessing they mean they live on the first. Okay, I literally have no idea what this means. Are you on the first floor or the second floor?
Apartment, but it's only got one window in it.
Is it weird that you can hear it clear because you're on the second floor, or are you just saying that there's only one window this whistle can get in through? Whatever. Continue.
I could see the outline of someone. End of sentence. I went to go peek out of my window. No, you didn't. You didn't do that. You see the outline of someone in the one window you have, and then you go peek out the. No, you fucking didn't do this.
The first thing you do is leave that room, right?
Yeah, well, you leave the one room, which apparently that's what you live in. I went outside, walked all the way around my apartment buildings, and couldn't find a single person outside. If you live in an apartment building, why would it be suspicious if there were people outside?
Also, you're a 21-year-old woman doing this.
Yeah,
I mean,
brave.
Young people do dumb shit, but like, this is really dumb. You see someone peeking into your window, so you're gonna go see who it was?
No, I blame your parents.
I hope you had some kind of.
Or you haven't watched enough like daytime. What are those called?
True crime.
True crime. Daytime. Yeah. That's not what I meant. Yeah, true crime.
Yeah.
Okay. The whistling was loud too. It sounded like whomever was doing it was standing right outside my front door. Wait, I thought the whistling was coming. Oh no, it doesn't say the window. No, it sounded like it was right outside my window. Ooh, I'm so mad. Okay.
This story's starting to sound fake.
Yeah. So now it's starting to sound like it was coming from the front door. Mm-hmm. This has been happening every few nights between 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, thank you, and 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As more nights go by, I hear the whistling moving around the outside of my apartment. I can even hear it through the walls of my apartment as if it were in the room next to me. But it continues to circle nonstop back around to my front door. What? Okay. I can't place what exactly the song is that's being whistled. That is important. I do get the feeling that I'm safe as long as I don't leave my apartment, which you've already done. Here is where my friend comes in. He lives in Florida as well.
I hope, if he's coming to help you out.
I fucking hate people. Okay, he lives in Florida as well.
600-ish miles south of me.
600-ish miles south of me in a much larger city. You've been to Florida. How 600 miles south?
No, yeah, Florida's pretty big. It's a lot like Texas. I mean, okay, so Texas, I drove 600 miles to go from essentially Dallas to San Antonio.
600 miles just to be in Dallas. It's such a shit hole. Let's see. During the daytime, he has been hearing the sound of a woman humming when alone. It seems to be coming from places up high like a tree or a rooftop. He says he keeps getting the feeling of being watched. The freaky thing is, this is it. The freaky thing is that the humming is in the exact same tune as what? I read that wrong. The freaky thing is that the humming is in the same exact tune as the whistling I am hearing at night. I did not say anything to him about the tune of the whistling until he first mentioned the humming and copied the tune that he heard. Sorry, folks, dyslexia is difficult. After a bit of observation, we realized that we are hearing it at separate times. If he hears the humming during the day, I will hear the whistling at night, and vice versa, leading us to think that they could be connected. Well, they could be. It's the same tune. My friend and I are super close and we talk every single day. We used to even live together. Ooh, that is close. I guess I'm posting this to see if anyone has any ideas on what it could be. Is this paranormal? Maybe a cryptid native to Florida or something. I'd even take a lead from an SCP at this rate. I don't directly believe in any of that stuff, but it could be something trying to copy a story or a legend. If anyone has any ideas, let me know.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So they said vice versa on there. So they're also hearing the whistling during the day? The story is so inconsistent. Like, what? Mm-hmm. It is a 21-year-old girl living in Florida, so I guess I can't expect too much consistency.
Are you familiar with El Silbón? I probably know how you say that. No. I'll make it short. Oh
God.
It's a South American cryptid.
Oh, this is... Well, it looks like an anime character, but no, what is this?
El Silbón, he's the Whistler. It's a legendary figure in Venezuela, associated especially with the Llanos region, usually described as a lost soul. Anyway,
well,
he
we don't
goes
have to worry
around
about him in Florida because Trump's going to deport him.
Well, only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But no, I've never heard of this. So he just whistles.
Well, there's a whole lore around it on like if you respond to the whistling or if you follow him or something, he puts you in a sack. I don't know. Sometimes he's called the bag man.
It does. Okay, so what we're looking at here, listener, is a picture of like a little display that someone put up. It's like I don't even know what you'd call it. It's kind of like
like a manger.
Yeah, and it's got like a moss hanging off of it, and there's like a cutout of a very tall, lanky man with very long hands and fingers holding a sack with a skeleton in it, and he's got a big sun hat obscuring his face. And there's like a little plaque on it that kind of explains what this thing is, and it's in Spanish. But yeah, okay. So where did you hear about this?
I follow a YouTube channel. I think it's called Storied. That might be wrong. But every now and then they will post a cryptid or kind of a boogeyman or a central a mythical figure from different places. And this guy showed up. So
okay. There were no comments about this guy in their comments. So.
Oh, well, fine.
Although I would say that is kind of a timely reference, since it's a Venezuelan kind of mythical being. I don't know. I will check out this video later.
Yeah. Okay, so to jump over to the comments of this story, let's see. Remember, the first one says, "I'd be cautious, but not alarmed. If nothing in the past happened to seem to trigger a paranormal anomaly like this, then maybe sometime in the future there's an event tying you and your buddy somehow. You didn't have to say anything, I don't think." Comment number 1, I don't think you had to write this and post it.
Yeah, okay, so there wasn't a whole lot of options on the comments for this one.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
From an 8-year-old post, I would say this next comment, the commenter kept posting a lot of comments, and they were just really single sentence comments, but they also kept asking for updates. And there were never any, so.
Oh, weird. Okay, comment number 2 says, "This abruptly began out of the blue? There was no weird incidents before this that you can remember?" One more question that has to be asked. Have you actually heard that woman humming? Has your friend recorded it? Or was it more you calling him about it and he then brings up the humming song in his area? I guess I'm asking you if you're positively sure he or one of his friends isn't behind the whole thing. Oh, that's a lot of coordination, though, I feel. Some odd stalker thing? That's another question at the end of a post that says one more question. Edit. I reread your post and saw that he mentioned saw that he mentioned it independently of you. It still doesn't mean that he isn't behind it. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to get at this from all angles. The
Well,
OP
it seems like you're only
responds
trying
and
to get it
says,
from one angle, but
right, yeah.
okay.
Nothing weird. What? Nothing weird I can remember happened. And he did send me a Snapchat of the humming the other night. His face was in the video too, so I know it wasn't him. I'm almost sure it isn't him. I don't think it's a stalker thing because, well, in honesty, we are both shut-ins with no friends beside each other. We only
Okay.
we only ever had one other friend, and they were 2,000 miles away and off our radar. Wow, why is it so hard to read? As stated in the update, I will try to get a video of both me and my friends' experiences and see if I can upload it. Maybe we can find out more once people see the video. And the final comment here is, are you dead? Are you dead?
Because I think they haven't, they never like updated anybody. Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to click on, oh shoot, hold on. I'm going to click on the OP's account here and see. Okay, yeah, no. Their only poster from 8 years ago. It's the same story in 2 different subreddits. It's in paranormal subreddits as well. Let's see. The paranormal one has a few more. It has an update. Ooh. From 6/29/18. It says, first off, thanks to all of you for all this advice. It's been super helpful. Below is a list of things I thought you guys should know. 1. The sounds only occur when me and my friend are 100% alone. We talk on the phone often and the noises seem to stop once we're in communication. They will start again once the phone calls end. 2. I've tried looking around for other people as well as asking my neighbors and the night security guard if they have noticed anything. All have heard nothing. 3. I'm having maintenance crews come and look at my vents and pipes today to double check if they could be the cause of the noise. Although it seems unlikely since it happens only at night, not during the day, which they're home all day. What was that? 3. 4, as of last night, okay, it seemed more active for both me and my friend. I experienced the sound of something hitting my window at 3 a.m. That's usually when it stopped, remember? And he experienced humming first thing in the morning at 5 a.m. He also swore he felt something touch him. 5, my 2 dogs seem to be freaked out still. They are 2 chihuahuas. Little jerks bark at everything, but for some reason hide during this. The male one even growled last night and wouldn't go to sleep until the sound stopped. And then lastly, the humming my friend hears is apparently female sounding. I don't know much about the whistling, seeing as I can't tell the type of whistle, but it very well could be female in origin as well. So that's just a mild update for you all. I plan to try to record the sound this week. If I can, I'll post if I can. I'll have my friend do the same thing. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to catch it on video tonight and update you guys in the morning. Thanks again for all the help and advice. If I discover anything paranormal or not, you'll be the first to know. Yeah, this person's dead.
Dead. Sorry.
They've never posted again. Well, here, let me see if there's any comments or anything. Comments. No, it was just from those 2 posts. Okay, dang. No real updates, I guess.
Which is a shame, but maybe they moved on with their life. Or out of Florida.
Yeah. Their vocabulary makes me think that they might be Hispanic. And I think okay. Florida, as of right now, has the largest Venezuelan population, so maybe it is the Silbone.
Is that true?
Whatever. Yeah.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, okay, that's going to do it for the stories. I know you made a post asking for something, so let's see. Let's click on this link you just sent.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Paranormal. Oh, you posted this in Paranormal. Oh, this was you.
This is me.
I kept seeing this one and I was like, I'm not going to click on this because it's just asking for questions.
Oh, that's so funny.
I didn't even see that it was posted by our account.
That's hilarious.
Okay. So it says, have you ever been followed by something paranormal or supernatural? We have 4 responses here.
Well, no, we have 2 responses. For some reason,
The mod always counts as one.
The mod counts as one, and then an ad counts as one.
Real? Oh, God. Okay. So we have 2 responses, and I think we can get through them pretty quickly. So let's see.
Yeah.
The first one here says, yes, lots of times. I live near a graveyard. I can feel them sometimes because I am sensitive to it. Take a drink.
Take a drink.
It feels like someone is in the back seat of the car or walking up the entrance with me. Just tell them to leave, and they usually do. Okay.
Now, the end of this makes me think that they were trying to give us like advice. Like,
Oh, you
sorry.
cut out there.
Is it still happening?
No.
Okay, good. So the end of this comment makes it sound like I was asking for help. Like, just tell them to leave, and they usually do. And it's like I don't need that. I just I'm asking you.
Yeah. Okay, so I used to live next to a graveyard.
Yeah.
Never had any like spooky feelings or anything. And in fact, the graveyard was a pretty nice place to go walk my dog back when I had a dog. So I don't know. It's so strange to like give that any kind of power over your life.
Yeah.
To be like, I live near a graveyard, so I'm going to be spooked by everything. I see the other comment on here says, walking the dog at night, I would always feel followed on the coming toward home leg. Okay. For half a block at my neighbor's house. What? Okay. I would always feel followed on the coming toward home leg for half a block at my neighbor's house. I asked it to keep some distance, please. I don't like feeling followed. Haven't felt it since.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Well,
thanks. I was gonna say her
thanks.
name because it looks very fun to say.
Ninja girl.
Ninja
That's
girl.
fine. Yeah. What if someone was following you? Huh? And then you just said that out loud, and this person was like, wow, this person's a weirdo, and backed off. Maybe your belief saved you. I clicked on their profile. They're really into calligraphy.
Oh, we all have our hobbies. Yeah.
Okay. Well, is that it for the episode?
Okay, yes, I do believe that's going to have to do it for this followed themed episode. I'd like to say thank you to Dale Spalding and Ender Music for our intro, as well as Sean as Sean from OhThatSean.com for our podcast art. And also, thank you for listening. If you have any suggestions for spooky subreddits, websites, or even just a story you'd like us to read from, go ahead and drop those suggestions in the comments, or you can send them to us directly on Reddit at PONDPOD.
Yeah. And if you're enjoying the show, you can do a couple things for us, such as leave a 5-star rating or review on whatever platform you listen on. And you can check out some of the other stuff that we do, such as Sequel Factory, where we watch a movie and pitch an idea for a sequel that nobody asked for with our good friend Jet Kuso. You can also catch Mr. R and Mr. E on the Dirty 22 for some D&D fun. We've been a Paranormal Dudes, ever in need of stories to intrigue, perplex, maybe even frighten. So remember, if you can't explain it, you probably live in Florida. And until next time, stay tuned and stay haunted.
Do we have
and
any
make sure
listeners?
nobody's following you. In Florida? No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, that's a shame. Because we were talking to exactly one person, and that's you, Stephanie.
The one person I know who lives in Florida just moved out of it. So.
Oh shit! Fuck. Wait, I know someone in Florida.
Oh.
I'll see if I can get her to listen to this.
Yeah, tell her to listen. Okay. Bye.
Bye.